And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie 72. As you're waking up, we're getting ready for a high 82, 84, so along in there. We do have an accident this morning, Highway 397. This is going to be near Preston. The roadway is blocked. A car has struck a light pole. You've got to find an alternative route there. That's just east of DeKalb. Take a right past Kemper Lake as you're going to Preston. That accident is there. We got that posted just a few moments ago. Let me throw that up. Here it is.
It's not real easy to find an alternate route in that area.
No,
not in a decent time frame.
You have to plan ahead, leave early.
Yeah, so if you're getting this and that's your route, you might want to start planning now.
We don't have all the information as to how the accident happened, but as soon as we do, we'll get that information out. Yes. Did you ever watch the movie years ago that had Tim Allen for Richer for Poor? Him and Kirstie Alley, you remember her?
Yes, I don't remember a whole lot about the movie.
He was wanted for taxes or something like that, and they were escaping and had a wreck, and they ended up in the Amish community. Yes. And they sort of pretended to be Amish for a while, and she was trying to redecorate.
Change the color where they could wear colors. And
done the little walkway.
Yeah.
Well, we learned this week that you don't make the Amish mad as we go back. This was in the January of this year, I believe. Their farms were raided over milk. Now, typically, the Amish leave everybody alone, and they don't say a word, and they ride their horses. And
first time in history, in the United States history, this has ever been done.
Raid my farm, and I'll go vote, is what we're getting out of that.
They turned out early.
It was unreal the amount of Amish that went and voted in this election due to this Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it was almost all of them.
Ohio, I've done a little bit of work up in that part of the country there, and especially right there at the Pennsylvania line. Really, really nice people. They just live in a slower pace with no electricity, but good people, hard working from daylight to dawn, daylight to dark.
Not only nice, these are smart people. They figured that all this power stuff and all this technology and all that is probably not the greatest idea in the world. And hey, they're probably living happier than we are.
Have you seen how quickly they can build a house, invite 100 of your best, closest friends, and your house is up in a week? Barn building. I mean, true.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever seen them, how they'll move a barn? They'll build the frame, and then about 50 of them get under it and move it.
You pick up your part, and let's walk this thing over here.
And again, that goes back to neighbor helping neighbor. Mm-hmm. There's something to that. And with that, wow. But we got something coming to town called mistletoe. Isn't that, correct me let me turn on some microphones so everybody hear you before I throw this camera up on you here. There you are. Yeah, half of you is in the portrait. I guess you
have to move to your right a little bit.
Yeah. But
there we go, and bring your microphone.
Yeah, come on. We didn't get a chance to do this before.
We didn't get you lined up, did we?
Are you trying to get a man to kiss you or what? What's the deal with mistletoe?
No, it's a vendor craft show. We'll have lots of vendors at Mistletoe that will sell T-shirts, pillows, backpacks, woodworking items, ladies' boutiques clothing, crocheted items. We'll have the Scentsy candle warmers and wax. We'll have pottery. We'll just have lots of stuff.
And
lots
this is
of
up at the church,
stuff.
up at the big church.
Yes, it's in the gym at Northcrest Baptist Church on North Hill Street, 8 to 3, Saturday.
Do y'all have is it cider time yet? Is that a such thing? When do you start serving cider? Isn't that? Don't you do that
sure about that.
Yeah.
Doesn't it go with mistletoe? I'm trying to help you here.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not sure about cider since I don't drink cider, but I guess it would as it gets cold and you think about mistletoe. Let me think about cider.
Let me be honest. Doesn't it taste like cough syrup?
No,
it doesn't.
No, it tastes like that.
So. I hadn't had it in a while. It's really been a few years since I had any.
Hey, they flavor it, so you could probably get any flavor cider.
As long as it's not pumpkin, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
I ain't never had none of that either.
Pumpkin spice.
We'll also have the Northcrest kids serving breakfast and lunch. the kids department. They'll have specialty coffees and all kind of stuff.
So it's T-shirts and arts and crafts.
Yes,
and what
it's
else do you have?
We have pottery.
Any mistletoe?
Crochet. I can get you some mistletoe if you're gonna bring your wife with you.
Might have to do that.
But
Key
just
words you said there, Odie.
Yeah.
bring your wife with you. Don't want you kissing anybody else, Odie.
Can't have that.
No, we can't do that now.
Can't have no Hallmark moments there.
No
have
Hallmark
snow.
moments. But
So have you got all your vendors? Is all that set up, or you
I
got
have it
room
all.
for more?
I have room for a few more. We're always down to the last minute. We can make a little more space, so
Right.
we have room for just a few more. Hit me up on Facebook at Mistletoe at Northcrest, and I can get your application and get you signed up.
Again, give me the times that you'll be there Saturday.
8 to 3 Saturday.
Well, we'll come visitate with you.
Appreciate it.
three.
We'll
Thank
drop
you so
by there, get a
much.
biscuit, and have a little fun there.
All right, thank you. It's
Thanks
always
so
fun when Scotty Ray and Odie's there.
Uh-oh.
It
We'll
is.
bring the mistletoe. If I'll bring some, or Keith brings some.
Well, Keith won't be there most of the day. He's got to work Friday night, so he won't be there most of the day.
All
He's
right.
got to do his duty to the city.
Yep.
There
yep.
you go.
Take care.
Y'all
We
take care.
appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Thank,
Thank you.
Drive
Bye-bye.
careful. As we begin this morning, as we said, we're getting over. I finally got caught up on sleep from staying up and watching that election coverage.
Oh,
and
I ain't caught up yet.
I was a zombie most of yesterday. I had to attend a couple meetings, and I'm not sure I heard everything that I heard.
Should have recorded it so you can play it. Well, you don't have time to play it back.
Oh, boy. It was a busy one there. We got a lot to talk about, what's gone on over the last 24 hours. Reminding everyone about that wreck on Highway 397 that occurred this morning. And good news, as we look at this, let me pull up radar as we are.
Yeah.
This is moving away from us now. The threat to the Mississippi Gulf Coast is going away as we pull up Honda Meridian radar there. You'll see it taking that south turn on Sunday afternoon. Won't threaten us. We won't get any rain out of it now. Isn't that good?
That is a good picture. I'm not going to completely just say, yes, we're 100% safe, but it's almost like Trump walked down there to the shoreline and stood there and told him, no, you ain't coming here. So
Lots to...
we're not going to do that.
You know, and I've thought about this the last 24 hours, and I'm not getting political on either side, but y'all think about Joe Biden, how he feels at this point. I'm sure he feels cheated because he did not want to give it up. He had to have people convince him of that. Nancy Pelosi was the one that pushed him into whatever him stepping down.
No, they kicked him behind his back out.
But as we all know, they promised him something. And we do imagine upon the last day or the last few days in the White House, there will be an executive letter signed letting Hunter free and clear of all charges.
Oh, definitely.
That is coming. Expect that. But a lot of people are blaming Nancy for putting Harris in that spot with that. She performed under he did last time. It's a lot of the whodunit is going on right now of who to blame for this.
Well, this does not have anything to do with color. Doesn't have anything to do with gender. This has to do with your thoughts and what you see the future of the United States is. If you look at a fetus and says that is not a human baby.
But you brought that up right there. Let me stop you there. As we get into everything of what was on top of everybody's mind when they went to the polls, how that was pushed and pushed. It was the economy and our border, what people voted on. They tried to take the abortion, and it's states' rights, period. Let's just leave it at that. And make that the top priority. And at the end of it was everybody's wallet and all these people that are in here that aren't American citizens that they voted on.
Well,
will folks learn from it?
They are. Well, I say they are. They're not. It wasn't just the abortion part they're pushing. They're pushing the heck out of it. But when you look at that fetus and say that's not a baby, but you look at this guy dressed up in a dress with a lipstick and say that's a woman. What they're trying to do with society is
and there was a
wrong.
lot of people that voted on that of don't tell me how to think.
Yes.
And it didn't matter what nationality you were. When are we going to stop all this and go back to being Americans? Really? I mean,
when our
we need to
leaders
stop
up there
it.
quit using it as an excuse.
If you live here and you're a citizen, you are now an American. I had to break it to you. That's the way it is. Scotty Ray and Odie, it is bright and early. We got a lot to talk about this morning as this day gets underway. You won't need a jacket or anything. It's warm. 72. We'll get up to 84. Could be some fog where you are as well. Drive it a little bit slower and take your time getting there. We'll be right back.
Here at Meridian Cycles, customer service is our #1 priority. And when you buy any Polaris, Can-Am, Honda, CF Moto, or Suzuki ATV or side-by-side, we're going to give you your first oil change absolutely free because we service everything we sell here at Meridian Cycles. Come see us at 80 Highway 19 North or call us 601-485-8700. Come see us.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Battery power made by steel. Right now, save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real steel. Find yours.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, as we've got coffee galore. There's nothing quite like a great stiff cup of coffee in the morning.
Oh, I gotta have it to get me going.
Unless you have some of that bad stuff that they serve at hotels, man, you could really use that for motor oil.
Oh, there's a couple of stores that'll do that. I've walked in, paid $3 for a cup of coffee, walked out, and poured it on the ground.
There's some of it that, been there all day type thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, that's fresh.
Do you still use ice if you overcook the coffee? You put it in the to get the stain out?
Ice and salt.
Put salt in with it?
Yeah, salt your aggregate.
Okay, and then you shake it up and it gets it out. I might have overcooked some coffee when I was young and worked in convenience stores. Whoops. Jessica having a birthday today. Hope it's a big one there. Again, make sure to put your birthday anniversary in the comments there. University of West Alabama, due east of here. We got some sweet ladies that have come in to talk to us about. What are y'all out doing today?
Well, we're here to talk a little bit about a scholarship competition. It's our 10th year doing IMC3. So that's the Integrated Marketing Communications Program. And we have 9th through 12th grade students who come and compete in a variety of creative and communications related competitions.
Explain it to me. You talk about community, as in like news or just getting the word. Give me an example of it.
So we have scholarship competitions with graphic design.
Oh, that's good.
Videography. We do social media, photography. We've added 3 new competitions this year in the creative arts fields. You have music solo, theater monologue, and 2 and 3D art. We do sports reporting, which we are hoping you'll be able to help judge us that day.
Yeah, I'll be glad to.
That is a hit. And we bring out current UWA athletes for these students to interview. We give them all their stats, and they set up a camera. And so it's a lot of fun getting to see all of the talent, really, that is in this area in West Alabama and East Mississippi.
Now, as you bring up Mississippi side of that, can Mississippi schools come into this? And how do you go about it?
Absolutely. So you can register your students as a school on our website, imc3.me, or you can come as an individual. We don't limit it to just school groups, and you can come and sign up. We give you some swag, and we give you a tour if you want. We feed you lunch, and hopefully give you some money.
And even if you're homeschooled. We had several people homeschooling come too.
Yeah, and that is, I don't know if y'all realize that, but for the folks that are watching from home, homeschool is a huge thing in our area.
Yeah.
They even have some
Absolutely.
football teams now that they're starting to get together with
And that's a
homeschooling.
great opportunity for them to come and meet other people and kind of do different.
Let me ask this about photography. Y'all probably know more than I do. I have to have people tell me what to get. When it comes to photography of catching that moment, that goes worldwide, is it a lot to do with the camera that you own, the quality that's able to
She's
snapshot?
the photographer right here.
What do you think?
Absolutely, but also you can capture really beautiful photos with a regular Canon kit. So one of the things is knowing how to actually use a lens and a camera body, so that way you can capture motion. I teach a creative photography class right now, and we're doing action shots, and so there's a lot of sporting events at UWA that our students can go photograph, and a lot of it's just making sure your settings are right, and
Right.
then you can learn how to edit. And that's what we do in our program. We teach students to do integrated marketing communications, but it's not just the communication side, it's all of the creative stuff. It's photography. We get integrated with our school in order to do projects, and we have a variety of tracks. So we don't just do general, we do sports marketing, we do graphic design, focus track, and then Audrey is the head up of our interior design track.
And we do sports communications. So we have a wide variety. So, and it's also great because the students can have a wide selection of electives they can take. So while they're on their right track, they can also, if you're interior design track and you're interested in sports too, you can take some of those electives as well.
And let me ask this: as people are listening to this, going, okay, all this, what type of jobs in the real world does all of this lead to? You come in, you do this, you learn a little bit. What would it lead you to be able to do in life to make a living?
Well, we have two different programs, Creative Arts Enterprise and Integrated Marketing Communications. Starting with IMC, one of the things that every business needs is kind of a jack of all trades. You could have a marketing degree, but if you don't understand how to manage social media, you don't know how to use a camera, you don't know how to lay out a room, you're probably not as valuable as an integrated marketing communications student. And on the flip side, with Creative Arts Enterprise, this is our first fall that we've had this program. It's the only program in the state like it.
Really?
One of the only programs in the country like it. But I always say I was born a little bit too early because this is all of the stuff I wish I was learning in school, but I was just the marketing major. And so Creative
Times
Arts
are changing, aren't they?
Yeah,
They really are.
absolutely. And Creative Arts Enterprise, for those students who love to sing or they love to do theater, they love to do art, and they have to convince their parents that this could be a career, Creative Arts Enterprise offers that opportunity. So you take entrepreneurial classes, nonprofit leadership, you learn how to make a website. And so as a singer, I would have been able to have all of these ways to market myself, but also be hireable in any job related to my field. So I could be working in musical theater, but also do it on the side and maybe
They
promote
can
myself.
leave school and learn how to open their own studio. They have the
Oh.
business aspect and the marketing aspect to be able to be well equipped to do that.
And teaching people how to handle your own business. I'm sure you learn all of that. What about let's take me and Odie here, who we can't sing. Is there any hope if we were to sign up that you
No.
would teach us to sing? Is
Absolutely.
We want to because we know the words. but-
Absolutely.
We would put you in our integrated marketing communications program. And so we
have
do
you
podcasting.
ever been
we
around
do-
anybody though that just, God bless them, they can't carry a tune?
Yes.
That's us.
That's me.
two of us. Here
That's
we
me
go.
too.
Well, then we wouldn't put you in music classes.
We need to be in the class so we learn how to do it. We
have
got the want.
We have an entry-level podcasting class, and we did at one time have Studio 96 was a sports desk or a news desk, and we're doing an advanced podcasting class in the spring for students to help us with a grant-funded podcast that we're going to be putting out in the spring and the summer.
Oh, that'd be good. I'd like to see more about that.
The cool thing is they get to do real-world things and work with real businesses and people before they step out of school, because that's always the concern. I don't have any
Right.
experience, but I have 4 years of college, and I'm not hireable. Well, no, what you do in college actually can be experience on your resume.
Oh, can't wait to
Something
do.
else that's great is they all learn how to create their own websites. So whenever they graduate from our program, they have their own portfolio on their website, so they can use that as a resume to go get jobs and all that.
Are we
that's
getting
wonderful.
close to the time now where we're not going around and handing out paper resumes, but yet we're sending out QR codes for people to go to their
We really
personal
are.
websites? Is that where you see the future of job application when it comes to after graduation?
Potentially, for sure, in our fields, because a lot of people hiring you are going to want to know you can use those kind of skills and those tools, like a website or something like an online portfolio. So,
And since, let me ask this: I remember the last time I got fired, and I didn't have a resume.
What was that?
Is it better to have like one page on a resume? Like you graduate college, is it better to have a one page or do people actually read past that first page?
your first page definitely needs to grab people's attention. But if you've worked for 10, 15 years, sometimes valuable experience has to be present. So the most relevant things first, and then your best experience, of course, that you're currently involved in is going to be on that front page, and then you can have a second page if you have enough. But most of our students aren't there yet, so we don't have to tackle the second page.
As we talk about this, scholarships and things are going, what could some of these folks are going to be entering this contest? What can they win? What's up for grabs?
I'm glad you asked, because I was like, I didn't tell him how much. It's pretty lucrative scholarships, and if you come as a freshman and you win, you can stack these scholarships throughout your 4 years. We do have one student from a school in Alabama who's been 3 years in a row. She's not even coming for IMC. She's a nursing student, but she won IMC competitions and is putting that towards her degree.
Wow.
So just because you may want to be a nurse or you may want to be an engineer or something at West Alabama that's not our program, your scholarships can go towards that. So if you win first place, you get $2,500. Second is $2,000, and third is $1,500. And we also have added an online competition, so they can do two. If they do the online, it's a logo design. So as long as you compete the day of, you can do the logo design and the competition in person and potentially get 2 scholarships in one day.
Yeah, what we need to do is hook y'all up with some counselors in local schools around here, because this is good, that experience there, folks who haven't considered taking classes like this.
Yes.
For sure.
Well, and when you try to reach out to schools, they're very protective of their teachers
Absolutely.
and their students. And so when you email, you're not quite sure if that filter let your email through, or you try to reach out and get the right people. But it's such a chaotic time in the fall. And so we thought maybe talking to you would help them see that this is an opportunity. Especially students in Meridian are so talented. I've been to the Meridian Little Theater, and every single one of those students should be competing. It's just phenomenal, the things that they're doing with the theater here. And I would really love for more Meridian students to get over here at West Alabama, because what a really cool opportunity, not far from home, to go to college, but still be a little bit away from parents at West Alabama. And so we were hopeful to get a lot of them connected with us in our program and our campus.
And even the students that want to live at home and commute, it's an easy commute. We
it's
have a
not
couple
what
of those
30
right now.
Yeah,
So,
it's just right down the
it's
road.
a great opportunity for those.
Now, being West Alabama, and here we are, Lauderdale County, Mississippi, is West Alabama considered a local college, or will there be out-of-state tuition from where we are?
Okay, so I believe, and don't quote me, but the Twin State is accepted. So
I believe it is
considered
also.
in-state tuition.
That changed a few years ago, if I'm not
I believe
mistaken.
it is.
Yeah, y'all hang around. We got some more
deal.
questions for
Yeah.
y'all. We're going to put a spotlight on you, ask you questions that you may or may not know.
See how far back they can take their memory.
They may
right.
not want too much of
this
us
is
in
fine.
there.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install, or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs, from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Y'all come on out and see us at J&J Used Cars, Highway 19 South in the southeast community. We right up the hill from the red light. Wide variety of nice quality used cars. Got 4-door Z71s. Hey, Christmas gonna be here before you know it. Wife, daughter, they will get you off your feet and back in the street. Right here at J&J Used Cars on Highway 19 South, Meridian.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. As we do this, want to remind you, coming up, the Down East Boys are coming to town. If you haven't got your tickets, it's going to be tonight out at the Family Fish Camp.
And I think they've been there before. Great group. Family Fish Camp out in Causeyville, Highway 19 South. Go right past the big intersection there. Take the first right, and it swings around. Get the stop sign, take a right. And just
Could get crazy. They could be known as the Uptown East Boys before it's over.
Yeah.
Never know. Come on out. Affordable tickets as well. 10 in advance today, 15 tonight. So if you need a ticket to it, come on out there. You'll see Richard. The whole gang will be out there tonight. Down East Boys in town. Oh, we need to mention this because Angie told me that I messed up last weekend and didn't order my stuff. It just totally slipped. Nick, he's at it, along with Jeff as well. We're getting ready to have Pinch and Tail. This is back open in Meridian there. There's shrimp. Let me tell you, it's good. If you never went by and bought that shrimp potatoes, oh, man, I love it. Go by and see them. They'll be there today. You can get your order in if you got something special you want. It's on their website. You can see it on ours. Pinch and Tail, and then they'll be cooking this weekend in Meridian there at the four-way stop.
Under the big shed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Going back home. I've tried it in other places. Theirs is superb. Can I use that word?
Superb?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir. We did have some gunfire last night. And here's one of those things, and let me see if I can find this. This would be, no other way to put it, right next to the police station. You might have seen everybody leaving the police station just going a block over to check it all out. That's Mountain View Village is where it happened. Now, from my understanding, no one was hurt, no one's injured. Somebody decided they'd shoot up in the air. What does that mean? Well, somebody somewhere is going to have to fix a hole in their roof because it came down somewhere. But there was gunfire there. And again, no one hurt or injured. We did have some more during the middle of the night also. Let's pull this up. This would be over at 14th Avenue and 20th Street. Had some gunfire there, and then we had another round of it also in the 3600 block of 8th Street. You might remember I went live there this week.
McGruff went from being all right to McGruff went mad.
He's mad. He's upset.
Oh, I'm telling you what, he was happy just a minute ago, but not anymore. Now Shannon, you're gonna have to explain this because somebody's saying something about a kissing booth.
Where's that at?
I don't know. Are they wanting us to be in it, or?
You go ahead. You tell me how it works out. How much money you make there for charity?
I better be a whole lot because that'd be my last anniversary I'd have yesterday.
Odie's doing. Didn't they have that on Gilligan's Island one night? Didn't they have a kissing booth on there?
I think so.
And I really think something was going on with the professor and the movie star, Ginger. I think something was fishy going on there. Somebody was sleepwalking.
I do remember. Yeah.
We're getting a few details. We don't have a lot. Now, I personally have not watched the video. I understand that there's a video floating around somewhere online. I have not watched it. I did get an official statement from the Lauderdale County School System yesterday. As we pull this up, here's the story that is floating around the Meridian area. Dated yesterday, last week, the Northeast Elementary Administration learned of an unprofessional conduct from employees on the school campus. Immediately, the alleged events were investigated in conjunction with the Lauderdale County District, HR Department, and legal for such personnel matters. The individuals associated with the matter are no longer employed by the Lauderdale County School District. We demand professionalism from our employees, and it will remain core to our mission. Thank you for your continued support of Northeast Elementary and Lauderdale County School District, Dr. John Mark Kane. Now, from what I understand, this was at the elementary school and involved some children. Again, I have not watched it, but it was handled immediately, squashed out. They're no longer employees. There's, again, a lot of talk of that, but this is the statement that we got at this point, and it has been dealt with, so you don't have to worry about that anymore of a recurring event. It has been handled there. And without firsthand knowledge, I don't want to dive off into something that I
I'll say
don't know a whole lot
kudos
about.
for them hearing about it, investigating it, and taking consequences
Yeah.
all at one time. So that's the way things ought to be handled.
I hate to rub this in and remind Odie that he no longer owns this, but, well, what can I say?
Yeah. I used to have a lot of cops come visit because I'd feed them for free.
Yeah. Over Highway 39, the Popo showed up here at Dairy Queen yesterday. This is my understanding that, well, somebody no longer worked there. Well, they just didn't want to accept that. They didn't want to leave. at all. So the Popo and the 50 other cars that come to handle the situation handled it. No one was hurt, no one was injured, but that's what the big police present was about. Basically, we'll call it...
I thought it was just free ice cream again. I didn't know.
A little disturbance is what we'll call that.
As long as they were in uniform and they came in. Now, I didn't feed your whole family, but if you came in and you were working, I fed you for free.
There's a lot of restaurants also that offer discounts to police that come in. It's always good to give free coffee and things. Nothing like having cops hang around.
Well, I tell you, that's exactly right. It's a deterrent. And then you call 911 and say you need some help at Dairy Queen. You know who's coming? The ones you done fed for free.
I'm really still pulling for them to give away free donuts at night at Tractor Supply to kind of curb all of that out there.
Yeah. Free internet so you can watch Netflix.
4 or 5 times a night, something happens. That's why I say that every day. It is a hot spot for criminals overnight, which makes your prices go up later.
Oh, wait a minute. We're the ones have to pay that, right?
Yeah, that's right. And again, dear lady that done the shoplifting that I chased last week, shame on you. I still know where you live. I'm going to pass by your house again today and blow the horn.
I know where you are.
I'm not lying, y'all. It's like Earl Pitts. You know what makes me sick? My heavens. We had a little fire last night in Meridian, Mississippi. It was, it was marshmallow size, but it was a controlled burn, and not everybody was aware of that at the beginning there. They're going, whoa, what's this about? It was some debris back there in the back that had been set fire there.
There's a lot of debris.
Yeah, we had a backhoe working there, making sure everything was safe. But that's what was going on if you saw the moonlit night in Meridian.
Yeah, that was a glow over there. Chief called me and says, we can put this out, but it's going to take a lot of water. So I tell you what, Chief is, he's on it now. He's working it.
Always. A great guy there. We think a lot of him.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Bob, good morning. Glad to see you're joining us there. We also this is getting to be a more commonplace to have wrecks, so watch this as you're coming into Meridian from Marion. And I always call it the Jim Walter intersection. And I know Jim Walter Homes is no longer there, but I can't shake that from my head.
Well, that's where it originally started at. I believe it was where their first office was here.
Do y'all remember the Jim Walter Homes? You could spot them 5 miles away.
Oh, yeah.
They always had the same look no matter where they were.
And they were never finished on the inside.
Correct. It's just flop.
Oh, I'll buy it at 70% and never do anything else.
That's how America did. We had a wreck there. This is right up from the Coca-Cola plant. The Meridian Police Department was on scene. This little intersection right there that goes to Hawkins Crossing, back over to Highway 11 and 80. Boo-boos happen there almost daily there by Johnson Mobile Home. So be careful if you're in those areas. We had some front ends rearranged there yesterday afternoon. No major injuries, but boy, it sure does interrupt things. Y'all hang on. We're gonna test these young ladies on their knowledge of history.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Y'all are fixing to get it.
Look at them. They're here from New York City all the way to South Florida. Bob's daughter Jessie and
speaking
Robert.
of, now that you say, what happened to our favorite commercial in the world where they go New York City?
That's Pace right there. It's not that chips and dip stuff.
They got rid of that, didn't they?
I hadn't seen it in a while. Now that you say it.
I
wasn't it Pace?
It was some type of chips.
Salsa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but
Pace salsa.
Here's the bad part of what I'm just going to say is nowadays we have marketing directors, as we've talked about marketing, that market products that after you see the commercial, you'll sit there and you'll go,
where's the beef?
No, you go, I wonder what they were selling.
Right.
I missed it.
Well,
they're trying to drive political views, and they miss the whole thing of the product that they're selling.
But it's that one thing that sticks with you, the Pace. You'll never forget that little old lady that could barely look over the counter going, where's the beef? They hadn't shown that commercial in 30 years. But you'll never forget it.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
It's under the pickle.
And I really think that Mr. Whipple had a lot going on in the neighborhood with the ladies. Yeah, I think he was like a lady's favorite there. They didn't show all that. And who was the dude that with the Miracle Whip? You know, they'd get up in his underwear and it would be hitting the glass.
Yeah. Wake everybody in the house up.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll be right back.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinard Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Breaking news as we check in with our Phil reporter this morning. Now, again, this is Tyson. Anybody know Tyson Pompeia? Might be a veterinarian in town.
Pets.
Yeah. We got his son. This is going to be Sage out on patrol this morning looking for crime.
Yeah, he's getting there. I said, Scotty Ray, I said, that car looks better than yours.
I know, mine's getting old. Bad old. Good morning to you. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie and our special group from the University of West Alabama as we go back. And y'all ready for a little challenge on history? Y'all think y'all know a little
ready.
bit?
Yes.
Now, we will let you use Alan because Alan is the master when it comes to trivia. He smoked everybody last time he was here. No kidding. He's up on this.
With it.
Well, this is kind of funny. It ties in. We do a class every term, and our seniors do the class. And in the spring, we do a trivia night over at UWA, and it was a lot of fun. We did it last year. But I didn't compete. I actually just hosted, so I'll probably be terrible at it.
I competed.
How'd you do?
I did not win, and I'm still bitter about it.
Sometimes,
This is going to be my year, though.
The thing about it is sometimes you'll know it. Like you'll play along with a game on television of Family Feud. You know it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when the spotlight's flipped on you, you're going, oh, I know it, but you can't get it out.
It's like that Wheel of Fortune. You're
pressure.
sitting there going, how do you not see that's what this is?
And everybody's like, it's so easy. And you're like, I'm looking at it, and I cannot think straight.
So what is y'all's favorite game? What is it Wheel of Fortune? Is it Family Feud? What's your best one that you like?
I mean, if I were to compete, I'd go Family Feud.
Me too. I'm a Family Feud-ish.
No, I do like that. Yeah.
Because you get choices.
That over Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah. This guy, and let me see if you can guess who this was. He was born in 1918 on this date. He's been a hand to, while he was alive, he was a hand to every living president as he came along. He was one of those that probably saved more people on this earth than some small armies.
For more money than anybody else has ever thought of, and people gave him everything he had.
I remember as a kid seeing him in Jackson, Mississippi. Johnny Cash hung out with him a lot there.
His son now is taking over the business.
His son's name is Franklin.
Yeah, Billy Graham.
There you go.
I didn't know when I was supposed to jump in and say it.
Yeah, anytime. Just feel free to blurt it out.
Okay, all right.
I mean, just feel free. Let it go.
Our bell doesn't work.
We need to get some buzzers for the studio.
Especially with that girl in gray.
Oh, yeah. Going to have that competition coming up tomorrow there. Yep. As a kid, maybe you didn't watch this. We know Alan watched this because...
No, look at them. They're too young.
Have y'all ever heard the term nurse good body? Does that mean anything to y'all? No?
I've heard it, but I
BR549. Do y'all know what that is?
No.
It's hee-haw,
right. On there was a guy.
I saw their outfits at the Country Music Hall of Fame the other day on a student trip.
I brought up Nurse Goodbody because this guy was the doctor on Hee Haw. Any ideas of who that might be?
I'm not good at this game.
Or he did the song there.
Archie Campbell.
Archie Campbell.
I searched the world over and thought I found true love.
It's his birthday today.
Did you know that song?
No.
Then you spit in each other's face and go, and then you were gone. Y'all honestly don't know what that is?
No.
Oh, we got to have a long talk after the show.
He was the barber.
I'm an 80s baby.
He was the barber that did Rendicella.
Who? What?
Rindasella.
Where are you on? What planet? What you talking about?
You'll have to look up Rindasella.
When he gets into the Coca-Cola before he gets here in the morning, we worry about Odie over there.
Doc, you remember Rindasella, don't you?
He does. He does.
Yeah, I have no clue what y'all talking about. This guy was born, and I'm just going to tell what this is because there's no way to get it. It was just a movie that I remember as a kid that was big, and they tore up the car, and you go, why did he do that? Vanishing Point was the movie. It was one of its first of its kind. 1938, the star of that TV show movie was born, Barry Newman. He wrecked a perfectly good Dodge Charger for no reason at the end.
Kind of hot.
Ran it right into the bulldozers. Y'all probably had a crush on this one there.
Okay.
Oh,
good.
we're ready.
Yeah.
He was the middle
maybe
of
the
the
late
six.
Yeah, I had a bunch of kids, and I lived in a little house there.
You had 3 on one side, 3 on the other.
This is the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Greg and
that's as far
This
as
was
I
the
got.
middle one, the old boy. Y'all remember a guy named?
Alan, what is
He was there. He is. What he Peter
Played
Brager?
Peter. Yep.
Christopher Knight.
Peter.
Did y'all
Christopher.
watch that show? Or was that beyond your time?
I watched it some.
Okay,
I saw the movies.
Not all the time.
I was curious, as much as they do remakes these days, that they haven't tried to recreate that.
That is true.
Yeah, they have a couple of remakes from like the 90s, 2000s.
There was something about this show and this era of television, of everybody that was on television, that would lead to either drugs or
What you
life of
talking about,
crime.
Willie?
Yeah, it was from that show, and she would break in a store, rob it before her death. Ultimately, brought her. Anybody remember the girl Dana Plato? Y'all remember her from Different Strokes?
See, even Beverly remembered Cinderella slopped her dripper.
What?
Can't believe that you've never heard of. Every one of y'all go out and pull up Rindasella.
I don't think they taught that in Kemper County. I'm not sure that. Did you learn this at the other place or something?
I
on
learned
Saturday
this
night?
on Hee Haw. We'll look it up after the show.
Cellar there. This little guy was a favorite amongst ladies there. He was the Pillsbury Doughboy. He made his debut in 1965. That was cute.
That was cute.
I think everybody liked it. And the Michelin Man.
Yeah.
Not quite
Oh,
like
the
him.
Michelin
Yeah, yeah. Let's see what else went on today. This would be 1970. This would be a theme song, as the mighty Merle Haggard took it to #1 today. When you're running down our country, folks, well, you're walking on the fighting side of me. Merle Haggard, #1. It said a lot. To this day, it still says a lot to those who want to take advantage of our country there. Let's see what happened. Oh, double action. It was
Oh, yeah.
Just to show you how television. Did y'all ever watch Wonder Woman?
I really never did.
Okay, Linda Carter, she had it going on, little outfit.
The original, not the newer stuff.
She had this magic rope that men wanted to be lassoed by.
It tells you the truth.
It was the ABC double feature there. At 7 o'clock, you could watch her, and then you could watch Ed Asner.
Ed Asner.
And that girl that made you feel bad because you had a ham sandwich.
And you didn't feed them little
Did
bitty
she not
kids.
ball y'all?
Yeah, all the time.
Sally Struthers, and
All
she'd
the
start
time.
crying. And
Married to Meathead.
yeah. Speaking of,
Well.
it debuted tonight. It has really turned out to be at Halloween one of our favorite costumes. Wonder Woman. That's Linda Carter, by the way.
Yeah.
Something strange about those britches. I just can't put my hand on it of what's wrong, but something
You're
about
not
it.
supposed to put your hand on
Okay. But look, there's something odd about it. They don't fit right. I don't know what it is, but look at the picture. Something ain't right. I'm no clothes designer, but I know that much. 1976, this would make its very first time to television, and you would have to take a week off of television, from work to watch
Oh, yeah, you went to the bathroom 3 times.
because it was 4.5 hours long.
Wait. It's a minute. No.
Gone with the Wind premiered on television for the first time. There's Rhett. He was telling them how it was. Has the war already begun? I'll never forget that line. Asleep on the sofa there. Of all the actors, and you would swear he was born in the Deep South, and well, he was a Yankee.
Yep.
What an actor he was. But we've kind of admitted him to the South. I think he done okay. 1980,
Oh, man.
one of the greatest actors there ever was would pass away today. The greatest car chase.
Car chase king.
12 minutes long, I might add.
Yeah.
Steve McQueen.
There you
Look
go.
at there. Both of them got it right.
Yes,
McQueen.
you're so smart.
Yeah.
You know, and they found the car not long ago in Mexico and brought it back.
Oh, wow.
It was sold for like $3,000. It was underneath a garage.
Wow.
The clutch had gone out and somebody bought it, and it ended up in a junkyard in Mexico, and somebody found it. Brought her on back. I never got these guys because they were creepy to me. They just looked creepy, but I know there's.
They had good music.
That's what I hear. I only know this one song because it was you go to a party and somebody.
Private Eye.
They're watching you. Hall & Oates. Those were some strange looking fellas. I think that mustache is alive.
Yeah.
I don't think I put my kid anywhere near that guy.
Kind of like a caterpillar on his lip.
Like, would y'all date either one of them?
No.
Or except Candy.
If you look like this, you're not getting a date from these ladies. I'm just warning you.
But the
Glad I
college
don't
kids,
look like
they
that.
like those mustaches
Yeah, they're
now.
coming
It's
back.
coming back.
Is it?
It's
And the
awful.
mini
though.
mullet also.
Well, see, I've never been without a stash since I was 16. I did shave it one time for my senior portrait, and then it came right back. But it's just part of me. I can't do it. But there's a lot of people that stashes don't look right on.
No.
Right.
Did y'all watch Anchorman?
Yes.
Did you love it?
Yes.
Okay, I love that show.
That's a good one.
Keep it classy. Let's see what else happened today. This would be 1981.
Bop, mow, mow.
That would be the song, one of the ones they're famous for. This would go number one today. It was Sitting Fancy Free as the Oak Ridge Boys went number one.
I've seen
I was
them.
trying to give him
That's
a
a pretty
hint
good
on what
stash, too.
on who
I've
it
seen
is.
them here in Meridian.
They were. They were at the
Yeah.
Riley
I saw them
Center.
at the Riley Center. It's probably what,
So, do
like,
y'all actually know who the Oak Ridge Boys
6 or
are?
7 years
What would
ago?
be your favorite of theirs? Bobby
I
Sue?
don't remember.
Oh, Bobby Sue. And of course,
Elvira.
Elvira.
Elvira,
That's
yeah,
probably
that
the
is a
one.
good
she
one.
played tambourines. Woo. This was like a mall hit, and little girls back in the 80s thought she was it. But Tiffany in 1987, y'all remember her? She went number one today.
Yeah.
I think we're alone now. I couldn't tell you the song. I
It's
just
like
remember her
it's
name.
the one hit wonder that
Yeah.
she came out with.
But she done a lot of that in malls there. Song of the South was released today as we remember
Oh, no,
Alabama.
I did like that one a lot.
1980. Randy Owen just had charisma that has yet to be matched to this day. There was a lot of Restless Hearts was kind of made after them, but they didn't have the effect that Alabama did.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. 1982, a guy named Jack Kelly would pass away. A lot of you go, who, what? Originally, before Mel Gibson played Maverick, well, James Garner played that part on a television show, and it was his partner there.
Jack Kelly, okay.
He's hot too.
Did you watch the original? The Mel Gibson version of the movie.
yeah.
It's hilarious.
All right. Do you remember the Indian at the end with the? He was in news this week where he kept selling the guy from Russia all the different products there of shooting at the guy over the hill. How do you know he can't hit him? He shoot my bow. You were paralyzed for. It was just hilarious. We go back to 2000. It was 24 years ago. Death follows this woman is a good way to put it. You go against her is usually not good. She wanted to be president, some kind of bad. She would be elected to her first office.
Hillary Clinton.
That's her.
That's it.
Yeah.
Senator Hillary was elected. That's been 24 years ago.
All kind of conspiracy theories on that.
She's still blaming people for something that went wrong in that election.
Pretty sure they're behind everything.
This never
that goes
worked.
wrong.
As hard as they tried in the TV show Dallas when Jim Davis passed away, they had to come up with a replacement. I mean, Miss Ellie got around. I mean, as we found out, she married so quick, we thought, what went on? Well, she married this guy, and he would also pass away on this date back in 2004. His name was Richard Keel. He filled it. He just never was that towering father figure like Jock Ewing. Jock would tell you how it was. Get over it, Bobby. JR's running things.
I ain't watching
He took
none
it.
of that stuff.
You're a well, I almost said a word I shouldn't. Bobby was kind of. His other brother was even worse than that. Bobby was borderline, needed to grow up to be a man, and then his brother that went on to Knots Landing. What was his name?
I don't know. I didn't watch none of that stuff.
But you know,
Bobby was Pat Dempsey. Is that his
Patrick.
name? Patrick something.
Yeah.
He was the pretty boy.
I can say, pretty boy. And then Gary Ewing was the other one that went on to have his own show with Knots Landing. JR and Bobby and
I'll take your word for it.
And Gary.
It didn't make it to my house on the TV.
You didn't watch Dallas?
No, I ain't watching
Every
Dallas.
football game in 1980s would play that whatever, however you do it there.
No, the music,
But JR
now the
was
show?
just a man's
No.
man. If he wanted it, he took it. He didn't ask you.
It didn't matter how old you were.
I watched
Your parents
him.
watched it. You were wondering who shot JR.
That's right. Yeah.
I
don't think
remember
ever figured
how
it out
big
'cause I
that
never got to
was.
watch the show, but yeah.
That was a moment, one of those that you can remember back in television history of who shot JR.
Yeah.
Probably a phenomenon.
I knew who he was because of Jeannie.
Jeannie. Oh, yeah. Great show there. This guy, they've done a remake of this show. I don't know how well it done, but a show that was called Quantum Leap.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's pretty cool to think that you could move from time to time and fix things that were
And
wrong.
people to people.
Yeah.
It's not Randy Quaid, but he kind of looks similar.
Went on. The star went on to be in NCIS and several other shows. But the guy that had the computer that Iggy is what he called it, would pass today. His name was Dean Stockwell. He passed away. And I never would wear a red coat like that if you gave it to me.
No.
I couldn't do that. It's kind of creepy looking. Thought I put my 2 cents in.
They said it
about
was
that.
Patrick Duffy, not
Duffy.
Yes.
Yeah, we were close, weren't we?
Close enough.
But he was a heartthrob of a lot of late. Victoria Principal was a beautiful woman, and then of course Hank Jr. had to even get involved in it. This ain't Dallas, and you ain't Sue Ellen. We just a man and a woman trying to hold it together. We go back to 2002 as we brought up Alabama. This is when you realize you're getting old in life. When members of Alabama start passing away. We would lose Jeff Cook on this date back in 2022. It's just, it doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right that Toby Keith is gone.
No, it really doesn't.
That's a hard one.
Wow. We'll be right back. We got more to talk about, more to do here at the Scotty Ray Report.
Hi, folks. Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have 2 locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rock House Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rock House Gun and Pawn. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger. Plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Welcome back. Breaking news out of Jackson, Mississippi late yesterday afternoon.
Man.
I've heard this being, people have been guessing about it for quite some time that more was coming. We remember the councilwoman who admitted to taking cash and purses. It's called bribery. Rump Row, as WJTV is putting out this morning, that the mayor of Jackson has been indicted on bribery charges.
That's going to be interesting to keep up with and see what he's getting charged with and how many charges. We've heard more than one, 2 or 3. So
it's indictments. It doesn't mean you're guilty yet, but you're being indicted. We'll see what becomes of that. And I can't pronounce his name. I've tried. I can't. There's nothing about his name that I can say. So we'll just refer to him as the Jackson mayor at this point until I absolutely have to learn how to pronounce his name. We'll keep it at that. There's let's see here, car show coming up on November the 9th that we wanted to bring up here. Come on out and enjoy yourself with this.
The Wellman Benefit, great people, known them for a while. Come out there November 9th, huge car show going to be out there. They're going to have food, going to be at First Baptist Church there in Collinsville, 50-50 tickets. A little bit of everything for a great benefit. So go by and visit with Dusty and his wife and help them out.
All right, let's go back to our ladies first before we bring Dr. Alan Brown on. And tell us again about the times and dates that we can enter up to come to UWA for this scholarship program.
Okay, so our event is Tuesday, November 19th. We kick it off around 9 o'clock with our keynote speaker shortly after, Scotty Ray Reports.
Can't wait to be there.
Absolutely. And then you can register on the website imc3.me. You're wrapped up around lunchtime. We do awards right after lunch. And then if you wanted to do a campus tour, we have that available to you. Otherwise, you could be out of there by 1:30.
It's not too late to register.
No,
We look forward, and thank y'all for coming in and talking with us.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
There's also something else that we were talking about with UWA, and what's this about football?
Oh, I had a trivia question for you. The football team with the best record in Alabama right now in college football happens to be the UWA Tigers. So
Really?
Got 2 more games left in the regular season. We're sitting at 7-1 and number 2 in the conference, number 2 in the region, and hoping for playoffs.
Congratulations.
Noon on Saturday,
that's
is that
awesome.
right? We play shorter, maybe?
Yep, so 11 Central on Saturday at Shorter, and then our last home game's November 16th against Erskine. It should be fun. Got a Tiger Club and a lot of fun things to do at the game. So
And a lot of fun things in Livingston that
yeah,
night.
absolutely.
Yeah, I bet
we
some
have a
tailgate
gather
parties.
event that
hunt and
night.
gather. It's a hunt
So
wild game
maybe-
cook-off right after the game. So all kinds of stuff to do if you want to come over to Livingston for the weekend.
Well, thank y'all for dropping by. Again, we're going to
Absolutely.
speak to the man, the myth, the legend, the writer. He is next.
Yeah.
Dr. Alan Brown joins us.
When it comes to enhancing your outdoor experience, you need a companion that can keep up. The Kubota RTV 850 Sidekick at Parrish is your ultimate utility vehicle for every adventure. From the deer camp, trail riding, or just working on the farm, the Sidekick delivers powerful performance and versatility. These units start at $15,499 cash and have a $2,000 rebate. Financing is available as low as $285 a month.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Odie is in with us this morning.
Yeah.
We mentioned this guy here. He's written over 40 books, and he's got a brand new book out. And, Alan, you've got a book signing coming up?
I do. My book signing is on the 12th in Livingston. It's at the Dog Street Cafe, and that is on 309 Monroe Street. And I will be speaking for about 25 minutes. I will have a slideshow. It's like a preview of from my book, and I'll do that first, and then I'll sign books. And I recommend it, if you like good food, you should go to the Dog Street Cafe because
Hold the cover of the book up. I want everybody to see that. Yeah, there it is. Mississippi Scoundrels.
Yeah.
And don't worry, you're not in it.
That's the next book.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Actually, you have been in some of my books.
Well,
but
give
not
me
this
a.
one.
That's true. It has. Give me a character out of the book. Give me an example of somebody that's in there that we need to know about.
Okay, all right. Well, there are actually 2 outlaws from Alabama who committed crimes in Mississippi.
Oh.
And one of them is Steve Renfro, the outlaw sheriff of Sumter County, who came over here with the Ku Klux Klan in 1871 and instigated the Meridian race riot.
Oh, so that was a scoundrel.
Yeah.
And so he's in there.
Yes, he's in there. And Rube Burrow from Linden, Alabama.
What did he do?
Train robber.
Oh.
Big train robber. And he robbed a train at Duck Hill, Mississippi.
Know where that is.
And he killed a passenger there named Chester Hughes. And that intensified the search for him. And so yeah, Alabama has contributed to our crimes here.
Sure sounds that way.
Yeah.
So, of all of the in there, who would you pick as your favorite scoundrel that you enjoyed writing about in there? Who is it that you go?
Oh, the Hart brothers, America's first serial killers.
And they're in there?
Oh, yes, they're in there. Horrible people.
What part of Mississippi did they do their...
Well, they Natchez Trace. And
Natchez was like the place to be, and it's been there for, 1,700 and something?
Oh, yeah. And, well, like I said last time I was on, you and I were at the at King's Tavern.
Yeah.
Where Big Harp killed a baby because he was keeping him awake at
That's
night.
just downright mean.
Yeah, yeah. I can't think of anything good about those two guys.
Yeah, they're still stoking fire somewhere below us right now.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah, that's happening there.
Yeah.
And as we look at this, you've written many books about ghosts, and you'll be able to purchase these books. You can find a lot of them online. Now, again, tell us where you'll be set up where you can come back and get an autographed copy of this.
Okay. Well, first of all, if you go to Books A Million here in Meridian, they have some signed copies of my books behind the counter there. Hopefully they haven't sold them all yet, but and you contact me, I'll be happy to sign one for you.
Yeah.
Books A Million or anywhere. But I am signing them at the Dog Street Cafe on November 12th at 6:30. So,
Can't wait to be there.
Good.
So that's going to come up. If you'd like a copy of this, you can learn more about it there from Dr. Alan Brown.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for telling us about this. Give us the dates and times that you'll be there again.
November 12th, 6:30 p.m., Dog Street Cafe on 309 Monroe Street in Livingston.
Well, we look forward to it. We do hope it's a big turnout for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
As we start looking at a few of the campaign promises that were cast out there as we start winding down, the election has happened. We have a president-elect. What's going to happen January 20th in the first few hours? Well, he said he's going to do what he said he's going to do. Number one, he's closing the border, and drill will happen within the first few hours of taking office.
Drill, baby, drill.
Now, here's how far it will go. He's also said that those that were arrested January 20th, if it's not a horrible crime, will be released from prison. He's going to sign a pardon unless you hurt somebody, I think is the way it was worded.
Yeah. If you were just in there taking a picture, you're going home.
Yeah. And Jack Smith better be polishing up his resume. He is supposed to be first to be fired immediately. And I think that will happen there. And that's the guy that has put all this prosecution against Trump nationwide, as each one of these have come after him and come after him. He's going to be without job soon.
I think we need to start looking at some treason over these last years. And
Could be. You never know.
see what comes out of this.
We got Elon, the number one guy that can fire somebody, and he's faster than Donald firing people.
I tell you what, he's quick.
There's a lot of people that are kind of worried about all that. What Elon's going to have some type. He'll either have the president's ear or help him in some way.
Well,
I think so.
Now, Elon doesn't need any money. He doesn't need a job.
No.
He's got all you could ever want, and he knows he's smart enough to go make his own money like Trump is. But you remember, he said out loud and proud 4 years ago, and he's not voting for Trump. He was supporting Biden.
Tell me this. Do you remember the name of the guy that had supposedly not missed any presidential elections on his predictions since...
I remember the guy, yeah.
Since 85. And he literally had a meltdown online when he realized that he was wrong. Everybody, if you'll look at this, is anywhere from 3 to at least 5 points off on counting people. When
it goes back to the Amish. Nobody saw them get on their horse and buggies and come to town in droves and vote. That changed a lot of numbers, and I think it woke a lot of people up to realize, hey, there's some Americans out there that have not voted, but we have started to wake them up.
Yeah, well, and then a big topic that we hadn't gone back into anymore is the old squirrel there that was done up. My wife had not even heard about that, to where the guy that had his squirrel taken away from him.
Oh, yeah.
They took the squirrel and killed it. Why? I will never know. That is a big controversy in America right now. A few of the top headlines that are happening across America this morning here. Bernie Sanders is kind of upset at his party at this point also. I was seeing if there was anything else that just jumped out. Everything you just about click on this morning around the nation is has something to do with the election. You're not going to get away from this for the next 3 to 4 days as we continue the aftermath of this. So just be prepared. It's just something that you've got to look at for a few days, and it will eventually wind down and things get back to normal again before long. Coming up on the top of the hour, we got any birthdays?
We got a few out there. We've got Jamie Lynn Ainsworth is having a birthday. Rochelle Putnam, James Feely, Jessica Killing, AJ and Tanisha Sanders are celebrating 7 years together. Yesterday, Avery Walker, 6 years old, and Charlie Brian Johnson's having a birthday. So happy birthday and happy anniversary to everyone out there celebrating today.
Again, a big thank you to our UWA guest this morning, Dr. Alan Brown. You need to say hello to your wife. You need to do that to get out of the doghouse today?
All I can say is I'm glad she's asleep and didn't hear that ladies' man comment. I'd be in deep trouble.
I can tell by the way I move. I'm a woman's man.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm supposed to give a shout out to Greg.
Oh.
He's the chair of the IMC department.
Good morning, Greg.
There
We
you go.
appreciate you out there.
Yeah.
All right, Odie, as we wind down, let's leave everybody with a Bible verse that's good today. What do you got for us? What have you found?
We're going to go to Romans 8, verse 1. There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Christ Jesus, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. There's nothing that you can say every day that's more powerful than the word of Jesus Christ and what he can do for each and every one of us. And bringing him into our lives and into our hearts will give us our everlasting life. Invite him into yours today and let him lead you and show you through the path of righteousness. Hope you have a wonderful day. I can't believe this. It's tomorrow Friday, isn't it? Isn't that
It is, yeah, tomorrow is Friday.
I mean, it has really come through this week. But hope you have a wonderful day. 3/4 of the gang will be here tomorrow. But until then, just know we love you.